What is going on, guys? Sonic and the Bean Show here. Today we're looking at the brand new Jakks specific Christmas or holiday 2.5-inch Sonic figures. So this is the full set. I'll explain later why Sonic isn't here right now. But we do have another set of figures in a Christmas theme. I'm saying this because I think in a week or two I reviewed the Five Nights at Freddy's figures that were also in the whole Christmas gig. Like that whole wave basically had that, so it's funny to do another review like this. However, since these are basic figures, there won't be a lot to discuss really, since they are just, repaints really. So let's take a look at the packaging real quick. Of course, we're going to start off with Robotnik right here. We're just gonna, I guess, work this way really. But so here's like the packaging right here. It's like the same artwork we seen from the advent calendar last year. But this is basically how the packaging is. The logo's up there, Jakks logo right there, and then the side just has the Sonic the Hedgehog logo right there, and then there is just the bottom right there. And then here is the back of the packaging. The only difference with these is that they're just gonna have, of course, their names and then an image of the figure. But you can see the rest of the figures that's in this set right here. So that was Robotnik. Here is Classic Tails, and then here is the back of the packaging right there. Here we have Knuckles, and then here's the back, and then we got Shadow, and then the back of the packaging right here, and then finally we have Amy right here, and then here's the back right here. So yeah, so that right there was the packaging for these figures. So without further ado, let's go ahead and crack these out of the packaging and take a closer look. Okay, so here's the closer look at all of the figures right here. So we're going to start off with Sonic, just so I can tell you why I didn't have the Sonic figure in the packaging, at the intro right here. There's not really a new difference with the Sonic in this set right here. You can actually see it. We're just going to use the back of Shadow's packaging. So the only difference is that, let me actually zoom in a little bit more. But the only difference is that they just didn't have the white line painted on this figure right here. See how this one from the advent calendar, the line is painted. The one on this set, it's not painted, which is weird. But it wasn't really just one figure. It was actually all of them, which is odd. But they still have like the line on the figure. It just wasn't painted white. So I don't know, I just thought that was kind of weird. And then I guess you could also say like the bottom wasn't painted white. At least I don't think it was, but I know for sure like the line wasn't there when you get this figure in this set. So yeah, when I seen that, I'm just like, yeah, I don't think that's worth it. I don't think it's really worth it just to get that, really, if it's really the exact same figure. I mean, they're all really the exact same figures, but just something small like that, I don't really think it was really worth grabbing. I mean, I could say the same for Knuckles, because Knuckles is pretty obvious. The only difference is just the hat color. But I don't know, I guess for the Sonic, it's just if you didn't grab the advent calendar. But then again, that advent calendar had different set of Tails and Knuckles too, so you would probably just grab it anyway. So I don't know. But yeah, I just felt like it wasn't really necessary to grab the Sonic figure. Since I've already talked about Knuckles is pretty simple. The only difference with this Knuckles is just the color of the hat. That's pretty much about it. Now for Tails, the difference with Tails is just that the sweater is just different this time, so it's not green, but the white buttons here aren't painted, and you can still see the mold there. They just didn't paint the buttons though. I mean, I guess it's not the biggest deal. You could always just paint it yourself really, but the buttons just aren't painted. Oh yeah, and then the bottom isn't painted either. It's supposed to be white. So yeah, that's weird. I don't know why some parts just aren't painted, but I guess they just wanted to be unique with them. Everything is the same though, of course. The antlers, they're removable. I do like this Tails figure. I've always liked this classic Tails figure, so this I'm okay with that. But that's the only difference you're really getting with the classic Tails figure. But for Robotnik, obviously you can see he just got the Santa suit and then like the green mittens right here. Robotnik is pretty unique. I do like it. The paint isn't too bad on mine. Head sculpt is still about the same. Here's like the side right here, and then the back, I think Robotnik is actually pretty cool. You know, I don't really mind this. At least this one is, you know, it's creative. I like what they did for Robotnik. Now for Amy's, you know, you can see obviously hers is just, you know, red this time, but you know they did something different. You know, they gave her like a black belt, the white buttons there. They even got the white outlines for her skirt. Like they actually did something pretty unique with Amy. I actually really like this Amy one right here. I do wish that the shoes, instead of it being all red, I do wish like maybe the white soles and then the laces were. Is she wearing laces? Yeah, they're laces. Yeah, so I do wish like the soles and then the white or the laces were white instead. Maybe the top of the shoe could have been white too. I think that would have been better than just making it all red. But I think Amy's is pretty unique. I think I like Amy's. I probably like her the most out of this set, honestly. I don't know. I just feel like Amy's just a little bit more. Well, you know what? I think I'm gonna say Amy and Robotnik are probably my favorite here in this set. I think theirs is a little bit more unique, even though they're pretty much wearing the same thing in a way. I mean, yeah, because you know they got the red, white, and black really. Except like Amy has, you know, the white gloves. Eggman, he got on mittens this time. Now Shadow is probably the random one in this set, not just because he's the only modern character, but because I feel like he probably just got the laziest design right here. The only difference you can see with Shadow is he just got glitter like all over him. I just find that really funny because I don't know, it's just not needed really, but I don't know, they just threw him in here. I guess they just couldn't find anyone else. I don't know. I have no idea. But yeah, Shadow is just all glittery. It's like it's actually all over the figure, the shoes, even the bottom, as you can see, it's all over the figure. You can kind of feel it away. It's not like rubbing off or anything like that, but you can like feel the texture of like the glitter around. But that's the only difference right there. That's pretty much that. So yeah, disappointing for Shadow. But it is kind of odd though that, you know, he's the only modern character in this set. Alright, so that is going to wrap up this review on the Jakks specific 2.5-inch Christmas Sonic figures. So if you want to pick these up, they are currently hitting your local Target. But let me know what are your thoughts on these in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the review. But until then, take care, my friends.